All right, you just heard Ballad of Zona Abstin. Anya, this is one of the big songs in your career, an award winner. Tell me about your journey into rural Appalachia that produced this song.
Well, I had been going to a festival called Jammin' at Hippie Jack's. I've been going there a dozen years or so. Hippie lives Middle Tennessee, and he started doing not only just the festival and some video work that he has a PBS series and other things, but he started bringing food and clothes and all kinds of stuff up in an old school bus to some of these old mining communities up in the Cumberlands. And he was wanting to bring songwriters with him to meet some of these people, just try to give them a voice. And he felt, so connected to music. And in fact, Malcolm has a song about Zona's wife on one of his recent albums that Daryl Scott produced. And Daryl's been up there, Mary Gaucher. So he's brought a lot of really pretty amazing songwriters up there. But he said to me, Anya, I want you to meet Zona. And I went over there to Hippie's farm. We went up to see Zona. And she just told me her story over her kitchen table. And I got in the car, and Hippie said, I hope you're writing all this down. So I did. I wrote it all down, everything she told me. And then I had all these notes. I thought, how am I going to put this into a song? So anyways, I worked on that, and I put it on my most recent album with my former band Tellico, and I had brought it to John Doyle, who produced the record. He's an Irish musician. And I said, I don't know, I got this song, I don't know if it's any good. Anyway, he helped us arrange it. We put it on the record, and I submitted it to Memphis, because why not? And they called me back, and they said, your song's marvelous. I called Zona. I said, Zona, I'm going to be singing your song on this stage. And she said, I'll be praying for you, honey. And we got done with the competition, and I said, called her again. I said, Zona, your song won. And she said, that's great, honey. That's great. She was so happy that her story meant something. And it's so important to tell people's stories. And, if it's a great song, it's because it's a true story, every word of it. She'd say the same thing. So, you can't make stuff up. It's the real stories that are the most powerful.
And the next one we're going to play to close things out is called Hills of Swannanoa. And I just get the sense that when you're telling the stories of these communities, that it's almost like this world that seems to operate as though it's part of another world out there.
Well, we all live in our own realities. Of course, Appalachia is its own strange world. And I think there's something about the geography that can feel very isolating and make people feel kind of closed in. As beautiful as it is, there can be a claustrophobic feeling to this place. And I think with the economic situation that's been the case for so long, people don't have the ability to leave. They just can't leave. They don't have the contacts. They don't have the money. They don't have the education. They don't have what they need to get out and experience anything else. So there can be that kind of claustrophobic feeling in Appalachia.
Well, thank you, Anya, for explaining that to us and for taking those journeys, writing those songs, and for coming on the show today.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. It's been really fun talking to you.